It's time for the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour, with Miss America 1983, Deborah Sue Moffitt. From Simon & Simon, Tim Reed. From A.K.A. Pablo, Joe Santos. Fred Travelina. From another world, Linda Dano. And the stars of the match game Hollywood Squares Hour, Gene Raylan and John Bowman.
See? Heard him. Slowed him down. Hello there. Okay, how many times you give me that? Good. What's that? Okay. Thank you, friends. Thank you. All right.
Good enough.
Well, we got a lively bunch out there, and I assume we've got a lively bunch up here. Are you all lively?
Absolutely. I like that tie is lively. That
Thank you.
tie is not a... Look at that tie, folks. Let's hear it. Look at that tie.
I see you brought your own rooting section.
Oh, yes, they're here.
And I'm talking about his wife who's sitting in the first row there. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, that's my
Yeah,
wife.
yeah. All right, she's very pretty, and I'm glad she's here. She's an inspiration to us all, right?
Right.
Shall we begin by greeting our two players here, Doris Williams and Jennifer Perkins. How do you do? We're going to get acquainted with them right now, and we'll begin by finding out a little bit about Doris.
Hi, I'm born and raised in Los Angeles. I am a proud parent of a beautiful 10-year-old daughter. And I'm here to play the game and hopefully win.
All right, well, let's get to it, Doris. Good luck. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi.
What do you want to tell us about you, please?
Okay, I just recently turned 21, and I'm a student at Cal Poly Pomona, and I work for my father part-time as a secretary, and that's about it.
And you're cute.
Thank you.
All right. Good luck to both of you. You'll each have 3 chances to match the stars, and the one who's done that most often will be the winner and go on to challenge a returning champion on Hollywood Squares for a chance to win up to $30,000. Doris won the toss. That means she goes first.
Okay, I'll take B.
B,
Yes.
a difficult decision, because there's A and B, and you have to pick one. Now, here we go. Here's a match game glimpse into the year 2000. When Clint Eastwood will say... Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot.
That's okay.
I almost took your part away
listen.
from you.
Okay,
When Clint
listen.
Eastwood will say...
Go ahead, make my day.
No, I said, let's... all right.
When I was young, I did all my own stunts. Now I'm so old, I hired a stuntman just to blank for me.
You know what? It occurs to me, there's a little bit of Ronald Reagan and Clint Eastwood. Kind of seeped in there.
Well, don't forget, when I'm reelected, it's going to be Ronald Reagan, too.
Does everybody understand it? Here it is. Clint Eastwood will say, year 2000, when I was young, I did all my own stunts. Now I'm so old, I hired a stuntman just to blank for me. All right. Here we go, Fred. Match game glimpse into the year 2000, Doris. When Clint Eastwood will say, when I was young, I did all my own stunts. Now I'm so old, I hired a stuntman just to blank for me.
Just to walk for me, Gene.
Just to walk for me, right.
Very hard. When you're old, you can't take big steps. What do you say, Linda?
I'm a big fan of Clint Eastwood, and
Are we all?
I really went deep with this, and this is totally wrong.
You're taking us seriously.
Yeah, I did. I said kill for
Just
me.
to, oh.
That's awful. I know. I
No.
deserve to be booed. Go ahead,
Yes.
boo me. Boo me.
Give her a
I'll
boo,
feel
the
her.
rotten answer.
Sorry.
You can keep that booing up as you just keep it up. Just lightly and then build. Because I said,
Hold my gun for me.
Hold my gun. Now, this actually, you did take it too serious. It'd be something easy.
I'm a Clint Eastwood fan, and I hope he's never in this position.
Right. Hired someone to make love for me. That's okay. Yes. I'm so old I hired a stuntman just to make love for me. Well, that's all right. She says walk. What do you say?
Well, I took this kind of all the way. He hired a stuntman just to breathe.
All right, there's a good one. Hello, Joe.
I'm about as dumb as Linda, so
he put kill also.
He did? I didn't even cheat with you.
All right. Didn't even know each other.
We think alike.
All right, Tim.
Well, I wanted to say smile because a man never smiles, but I said walk.
Oh. All right, Dora. Jennifer, ready? Yep. Howard said, I hate my wife's practical jokes. I hate them. Last night, she gave me a bottle of hydrochloric acid, and she told me it was blank. That's bad. All right, Jennifer, here we go. Howard said, I hate my wife's practical jokes. Last night, she gave me a bottle of hydrochloric acid, and she told me it was blank.
Alcohol? To drink alcohol? Alcoholic beverage.
So she was trying to pass it off as vodka or something like that, you say?
Yeah.
All right, she says alcohol. What do you say, Linda? You don't like that, huh?
They don't like you. They're not going to like me any better. I said Perrier water.
Perrier. That's okay.
Oh, how's she?
No, that's all right. I think that's okay.
I'm not getting that. I'm out to lunch.
Well, when I was president of the United States,
yes,
I tried the same thing on my brother.
Yes?
Only I told him it was mouthwash.
Aha, good. That's a good one. What have you got for us?
Now, I did not look at his card this time.
You did not look at his card?
No, I did not. But I said mouthwash.
You said mouthwash. It's a good response. Mouthwash is excellent. Okay, John, she told me it was...
I did not look at either of their cards, Jim.
You did. You did. I saw.
That's why I have this dumb answer. See? No, actually, this answer was inspired by Joe, my neighbor. Hair tonic.
Hair tonic. That'll curl your hair. A little hydrochloric acid. Joe, what have you got?
I came very close to that. I said laughing gas.
Laughing gas.
Joe is weird.
Laughing gas.
I'm out to lunch. What do you want?
It's original.
You're charming, Joe. Yes. I mean, yeah, who else can get away with these rotten answers and not be booed, and everybody still loves him, and he's cute. All right, Tim.
Well, I figured she wanted to kill him the slow way, so I said prune juice.
Wow. So we've got a tight game going here. 1-0 Doris's favor. Round 2 coming up right after this.
Finding dental insurance.
With MyPhoto ornaments, delivered to your door in just 5 days and arrives in a beautiful gift box. Go to myphoto.com for 20% off your first order. That's myphoto.com.
Round 2. Doris, your head, you go first.
Okay, Gene, I'll take B again.
B again. Everyone except Tim, who is a perfect person and matched her in the previous round, so he doesn't play. You want to go out for a coffee break?
All right, now let's go have lunch or something.
We'll call you when we're ready.
Have some of that prune juice, Tim.
Tough Tony is so tough. Not bad. Is that the U.S. Marines out there? Who is that?
Tough crowd.
Yes. Instead of an electric razor, Tony shaves with an electric blank. That's how tough Tony is. So tough. Instead of an electric razor, Tony shaves an electric. You understand it there? All righty. This is a very... Oh, wait.
Do you go to medical school?
It's a very high-budget show. Why don't you do it over again so we can read it instead of that scrawl you got there. Don't give up your other show. What is your other show?
Yeah, I don't care what it is.
A.K.A. Pablo. Very good show. I hope it's on NBC, is it?
Wait, I forgot what it is.
All right. You ready, Dora?
I sure am,
Tough
Gene.
Tony's so tough, instead of an electric razor, Tony shaves with an electric blank.
Saw, Gene.
She said saw. All right, we'll see if anybody has that over here. Hang around. All right, Linda.
All right. Finally. Saw.
Electric saw. All right, she's up to 2. What do you say?
Tough. He's tough.
Yeah, very
Gotta
tough.
bring the Godfather.
Right.
I said saw.
You said saw. Hello, Deborah Sue.
Well, I didn't say saw. I said knife.
An electric knife.
Electric knife.
Oh, I remember those. They vibrated like that. Yeah, I remember they were very popular. That's a good one, sure.
Because you don't really say electric saw. You know, you say there's like buzz saw or hacksaw or
circular saw or one of those. Yeah. What have you got?
I said drill.
Electric drill.
You know, you turn it on its side, kind of. Yeah.
They're moving towards bounce.
A well-deserved
I'm
boo.
afraid. Yes.
Okay, Joe.
I'm going to go home.
No, stick around here.
It's a great answer, though.
It's an axe grinder.
An axe grinder.
Very
Joe has an
contemporary.
axe to grind, you know.
Now, wait a minute.
Sounded
Joe,
good.
take a look at Doris Williams there. Does she look like an axe grinder type? No. Look at her.
Nah, she
No.
sure is.
Right, yes, she is. All right, now we've got 3 for her and nothing for you yet, Jennifer. You've got to do a little catching up here. Mona said, my husband is so dumb. Here's what he did. I sent him to the supermarket, but he went to the pet shop. So tonight for dinner, we're having blank a la king. Sure.
Okay.
Ready down here? We're waiting for Fred. Ready for Fred? Now he's ready. Hello, Jennifer.
Hello.
Mona said, my husband is so dumb. I sent him to the supermarket, but he went to the pet shop. So tonight for dinner, we're having blank a la king.
Kitten a la king?
Kitten a la king.
Kitten a la king?
Kitten a la
What's that
king.
mean? Kitten.
He brought home a cat and the wife cooked it.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
That's awful. I went for something...
Kibble a la king.
Kibble.
Yes.
Right? You buy kibble? No?
Yes. No, kitten a la king. No one takes us seriously, so kitten a la king is okay.
Well, I called up Ollie.
What did he say?
See, this is a bad answer, sorry. Well,
He's going to
I
cover
called
up.
Yes, I am. I certainly am. I called up Ollie and he said, well, if he went to the pet shop, he probably bought something with a pet. I said, absolutely. So I said, dog food? And I well, dog food a la king.
Right, good.
Could be a dog.
Sure. Close. Deborah Sue.
You usually think of chicken a la king as in bird.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
Parakeet.
Parakeet a la king. Parakeet a la king. I bet it's delicious. All right, John, what have you got?
What was the name of Sergeant Preston's pet?
King.
Right. So I said Sergeant Preston a la king. No, I said dog a la king.
Dog a la king. Well, we're getting close to cat,
Talk
Jennifer.
myself out of
Don't
that
give
one
up.
either.
We got 2 to go here. Joe?
Well, I missed the boat. I said dog a la.
Dog a la. She wants kitten or cat a la.
I wish I did voices, because I said Alpo.
Alpo a la king.
Alpo a la king.
Well, there's the end of round 2, and Doris is still ahead, 3-0 to score. Final round coming up.
The bids get big.
$13,000.
The prizes get bigger.
A home in Florida.
On the biggest game show on TV. The Price is Right, Saturday at 10:30.
Or going to gettopic.com.
Here we go with the 3rd and final round. You're ahead, Doris. You go first.
Gene B has been wonderful to me. I think I'll take it again. B, please.
All right, here it is.
Yeah.
Hey, have you heard about the new movie starring Brooke Shields and her Calvins? It's called For Your Blanks Only. Is that a good one?
That's a good one.
Splendid.
That's a good one.
Well, they're really, all right. You guys ready down here? Okay, Doris, here it is. This new movie starring Brooke Shields and her Calvins. It's called For Your Blanks Only.
For your buns only.
For your buns. All right. What'd you say to this, Deborah Sue?
There's only one way you could answer that.
Really?
For your buns only.
Well, are you familiar with the term that's so much used in Washington, for your eyes only, for classified material? There's a little play on that phrase which someone might have thought of down here. Let's see if someone did think of it. No?
There's only one way you could answer that.
What's that?
Well, maybe two.
Yeah. Oh, no. There are two ways, really. Two good responses.
Yeah. I couldn't agree with you more, and I said, for your thighs only.
That's it. For your eyes only, for your thighs only.
Yeah.
All right, Joe.
I went with buns.
You went with buns. 5 for her. Now, Jennifer, a little catching up to do for you here. The best you can do is achieve a tie, but you can do that by matching 5. You can win it if you match everybody. Harry said, my wife is such a rotten cook. When she makes me fried chicken, she fries it in blank oil. A dreadful cook. Everybody plays. Ready, Linda?
Yeah.
All right. Ready, Jennifer? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. My wife is a rotten cook. When she makes me fried chicken, she fries it in blank oil.
Motor oil?
Motor oil is good. Don't hesitate. That's an excellent response.
Finally.
Now you need 5 motor oils to achieve a tie. And you're first, Linda.
Yes. You're going to like me a lot.
All right, motor oil. Motor oil. Bardol, eh?
2 motor oil.
2 motor oil.
Motor oil.
3 motor oils.
Gentlemen, start your motor.
4 motor oils. 5 motor oils at the tie. All right, Tim. Don't want to make you feel bad, Tim, but it's all up to you.
Like pressure, is there?
Does a game end in a tie or a win?
Pressure,
Tim.
Pressure's my middle word here. Motor oil.
There's your spot, right there. Doris! Close, wasn't it?
Close, very close.
We're going to send some gifts to you from the match game. Many thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Doris Williams, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, congratulations. How do you feel?
Lucky.
Oh, yeah, indeed. Well, here's the rest of our set. That means that we're going to be switching over to Hollywood Squares part of it. 3 more stars will appear. John and I will trade places. Lots more excitement coming along. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
A member of our studio audience will receive the Silver Reed Penman, fully electronic compact daisy wheel typewriter, practical enough for the home, durable enough for the office, furnished by Silver Reed. And now it's time for more of the match game Hollywood Squares Hour with Soupy Sales. Olson. And taking over the star of the Hollywood Squares, John Bowman.
Pull the chair up. We're going to be back in just a minute to play Hollywood Squares. Don't miss it.
This is now to learn more.
And now, John Bowman and the Hollywood Squares.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Welcome to the Hollywood Squares portion of our show. Welcome once again to Jennifer Perkins. A lady who is cooking with motor oil. She made it through the match game. Congratulations. We also have Soupy Sales, Bill Anderson, and Edie McClurg. Okay, Soupy, what happened to your dog?
Well, I took him to Barbara Wodehouse, and she told him to get lost. Walkies! Walkies!
Apparently, she succeeded. Let's hope you succeed as well in Hollywood Squares, Jennifer. Here we go. Before we begin the game, we will reintroduce ourselves to our defending champion. His name is Jeff Evans. This is his second day. Had a nice, successful day yesterday. $5,725. Attaboy. Now, it's only your second day on the show, so why don't you just explain to everybody why you talk funny again?
Okay. Originally, I'm from England, where I was born and raised, went to school. And then I went to work in the Bahamas on board a cruise ship. Something very interesting, while I was working on the ship, one of the passengers tried to jump overboard, one of the young ladies, at night. So I tried to do my big hero bit and climb over the side and save her. Unfortunately, I was the one who went in the water. But she was okay.
That's cute. Jeff, we're going to make you feel at home, Jeff, because you're from England, right?
Yeah.
Okay, with any luck, we're going to play Hollywood Squares today. Until you hear the Time's Up bell, and whoever is ahead at that point can go on to Supermatch. That's up to $30,000. You won 5 yesterday. Pretty good start. First game is worth $100, $25 for every square. Jeff, as tradition has it, the champ starts. Pick a star and let's go.
Fred, please.
Fred Travalina.
Yes. Hello.
Who's taller, Fred? Hervé Villechaize or the world's smallest adult dinosaur?
You know, I want to tell you something. In the country, you know that I'm going to make the next Dirty Harry movie. Now, listen to this. Go ahead, make my day.
You asked! Now the dinosaur and then the answer.
That sounds like one of those trick questions. As you know, I study these science books all the time. That would have to be the dinosaur.
Who's taller?
That's right, the little guy. He tried to get on Fantasy Island, but didn't have a union card, so he didn't make it. But it's a dinosaur.
Okay, so he says the world's smallest adult dinosaur is taller than Hervé. Agree or disagree, Jeff?
I agree.
Hervé Villechaize is taller than the world's smallest adult dinosaur. You should have disagreed with Fred, and your opponent gets off to a good start. Gets the first square. The smallest dinosaur was about the size of a turkey.
Really?
Your move, Jennifer, for an O.
Tim, please.
Okay, Tim Reed from Simon & Simon. Yes. Can you find a pawn shop in Beverly Hills, or would you have to look in a rottener neighborhood?
I don't know whether to take that as an insult or not. Pawn shops, when I was coming, was like our Wall Street. You know, I would say, yes, you can find a pawn shop in Beverly Hills. Of course, they don't have the little balls out there. They're just Perrier bottles hanging there.
Agree or disagree, Jennifer?
I'm going to agree.
There is a pawn shop in Beverly Hills.
There is.
Yes, you're right to agree. And you get another square. It's called the Rising Sun. Anybody been there?
No.
They'll never tell. Jeff, your move.
Soupy to block, please.
Okay, you missed this one. The first game belongs to Jennifer. Soupy Sales, according to the book, How to Be Your Own Butcher, should you buy a sheep with a lean derriere, or should the sheep have a fat fanny?
You know what they call a butcher that goes on vacation? A meatloaf. No, give me that again.
I knew you'd ask for this. Should you buy a sheep with a lean derriere or one with a fat rear end?
Well, I would say a lean one because it's cheaper, and its meat is closer to the bone.
Agree or disagree that the sheep should have a lean fanny?
I agree.
A sheep should ideally have a fat fanny. No, you should have disagreed with Soupy, and it's a clean sweep for your opponent in the first game.
There you go, Jennifer.
Whoa! Good for you, Jennifer. 3 in a row, 175 to zip. Man overboard. Now, plenty of time. Let's clear the board. Move right on to the next game. It's worth $200, so you can easily catch up just in this game. Jeff, start us off.
Linda, please.
Okay, Linda Dano from another world.
Yes.
You've got a wart on your bottom.
Oh.
Don't get up, guys. Thanks.
Yeah, please. Everyone stay seated, please. Yeah.
According to the Old Farmer's Almanac,
Yeah.
what should you do to get rid of it? Should you rub it with castor oil? Or should you sit on a block of ice?
Help.
Yes, I'll be glad to help. Just get the
because I don't
castor
think
oil.
you could sit on the ice for very long. I couldn't. Let's be honest. I couldn't. I'd go with the castor oil.
So she says, rub the wart with castor oil. Agree or disagree, Jeff?
I have to agree.
You should rub it with castor oil.
Oh,
You're perfectly right to agree, and you get on the board. You get the first square in this game. Okay, a breakthrough for you and a break for us. We're going to be back to finish the game after these messages.
Stay tuned for more of the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour.
.org.
The Big Wheel, Cliffhanger, Plinko, and Bob.
What do you have to tell us?
The Price is Right, the Barker era, is coming exclusively to Pluto TV.
I don't believe it.
Featuring episodes not seen for decades.
Oh, what's this?
The most popular game show of all time has its own 24-hour channel.
Isn't this an exciting moment?
The Price is Right, the Barker era. Watch now, only on Pluto TV.
Come on down.
And now back to John Bowman and the Hollywood Square.
175 for the challenger, 25 for the champ, but lots of time. We're in a $200 game. Jennifer, your move.
Edie, please.
Edie McClurg.
Yes.
Your specialties are a backside 360 and an end over end. Are you a skateboarder or a stripper?
Bust your buns, bust your buns, bust your buns. It's skateboarding.
Agree or disagree, Jennifer?
I'm going to agree.
You are a skateboarder. You are right to agree. You get the square. So it's an X and an O. Jeff, you are playing X. Make your move.
Gene, please.
Gene Rayburn.
Yep.
Does President Reagan get a Social Security check every month? Or does he refuse to take advantage of his Social Security benefits?
Well, this is one of those rare occasions when we're going to have to take a guess, aren't we? Because I haven't seen any publicity on this, so we're all in this together, aren't we?
No, you're all by yourself.
No, I'm here alone, right?
All by yourself.
I'm standing out
You're
here
on
naked,
your own.
alone. All right, I would guess that if it's publicized that he's not taking it, that would be favorable publicity for him. And being a shrewd publicity man himself, I would say that's the thing he would do. He would refuse to take the check.
He refuses to take the check, according to Gene. Agree or disagree, Jeff? It's a Social Security check.
I agree.
President Reagan refuses to take advantage of his Social Security check every month. You agreed with Gene's reasoning or came up with some of your own, and you get the square. Well done.
John?
And that's good, because that way he doesn't have to feel bad when he cuts Social Security in half.
John?
Yes, Soupy?
Do you know what George Burns' Social Security number is?
What is it?
2.
Who's one, Soupy?
Can you put your dog in that seat now, Soup? Thanks. Jennifer, your move.
Soupy to block, please.
Oh, Soupy, you're on. What should you do with your napkin at the end of a meal? According to the 1936 edition of Vogue's Book of Etiquette, should you fold it back up and put it where you found it? Or should you just leave it crumpled up on the table?
I put it usually in my pocket. There's a hamburger stain here, but no, what you do, now you give me that again. Do you fold it and put it back where you found it?
Right, you either fold it and put it back where you found it, or just leave it on the table, crumpled.
Please leave it on the table.
Agree or disagree, Jennifer, to block?
What did okay.
It's your napkin. It's what should you do with your napkin at the end of a meal? Soupy says just leave it crumpled up on the table.
I disagree.
You should leave it crumpled up on the table. You should have agreed with Soupy. Your opponent gets that square and wins that game. Wow. Yeah, now for some reason our source is the 1936 edition of Vogue's Book of Etiquette. I think it might be the same now. I believe it would. Okay. You have forged into the lead, but it's a very close game. 275 to 200. Take the X's and the solitary O off of the board, and we get to start a $300 game. You start us off, Jennifer.
Fred, please.
Fred Travellina. According to the book Helpful Household Formulas, if you were to mix cornstarch, water, light corn syrup, white vinegar, and synthetic oil of wintergreen, you would get this. Is it Swedish pancake batter or glue?
Give me the ingredients again, please.
Cornstarch, water, cornstarch, water, light corn syrup, white vinegar, and synthetic oil of wintergreen. You get this.
I would say glue.
Agree or disagree, Jennifer?
I agree.
You get glue. You were right to agree, and you get the square. Jeff Evans, there's 1-0 up there. You're playing X. Pick a star.
Tim, please.
Tim Reed. You're an elephant, and you see a mouse. Are you more likely to be frightened by it or to stomp it?
I'm an elephant. You got a dead mouse.
So you say you're more likely to stomp it.
You got a dead mouse. I don't believe it.
Agree or disagree, Jeff? He says an elephant is more likely to stomp a mouse than be frightened by it.
I disagree.
An elephant is more likely to stomp it. You should have agreed with Tim. Your opponent gets that square. Another myth has been stomped on Hollywood Squares, and we're going to find out what happens in this $300 game after these messages.
Drama, deception, nighttime heats up as cool deals go down. On Sale of the Century, weeknights at 7:30 on Buzzer.
Every Christmas, memorable. We're keeping the sale bells ringing for cyber savings up to 50% at balsamhill.com.
As Soupy Sales would say, we got a tight one going here. 275 to 250, almost as tight as you can get, and you get this square. Jennifer, you could take the lead. Pick a star.
Soupy to win.
I hope so.
Okay, Soup.
Yeah.
You manufacture plungers, and you want your product to be known as the official plumber's helper of the 1984 Olympics. Now, to get this designation, must your plungers be tested and approved by the Olympic Committee, or is donating $4 million enough?
Strangely enough, you would think that they would take the money, but it has to be approved. Everything has to be approved by the
For the
committee.
game. Agree or disagree, Jennifer?
I agree.
Donating $4 million is enough. Wouldn't you know it? Your opponent gets that square and blocks you because you should have disagreed with Soupy.
Go for the
Jeff, you kept the lead and you stayed in the $300 game. Make your move.
Linda, please.
Linda Dano, you've just gotten divorced, but emotionally, you can't give up your wedding ring. Now, according to the Book of Modern Manners, is it okay to keep wearing it like always, or should you move it to your right hand?
Darling, I would move it to my right hand. I would. That's a crushing question.
I know. Her husband is in the audience.
It's tough. My husband's here. I would move it to the right hand.
Okay.
I think that's proper.
She says move that wedding ring to your right hand if you've gotten divorced. Agree or disagree, Jeff?
I'm going to agree with you, Linda.
You agree?
Yes.
You should move it to your right hand. Yes, well done. You're right to agree. You get the square. Doesn't mean it's going to happen.
No, I know.
Jennifer, your move.
Jean to block, please.
Okay. You missed this one, then it's a pretty big lead for your opponent. Jean Rayburn, according to the National Heart Institute, if you were a normally healthy person, what's better for your heart? Abstaining completely from alcohol or having just a little tipple every day?
Well, there was a school of thought in the medical world saying that 4 ounces of alcohol every day would help relax and avoid hypertension, but I think the most recent studies in the New England Journal of Medicine say that you should abstain completely.
Agree or disagree, Jennifer, to block? He says abstaining completely, according to the National Heart Institute, which is our source, he says abstaining completely is better for your heart. Agree or disagree?
I'll agree.
According to the National Heart Institute, having a little tipple every day is better for your heart. Your opponent gets that square, and your opponent wins the game. Well, maybe a tough question. We don't really know. Gene is questioning the National Heart Institute. At any rate, the score is 650 to 250, but it's a $400 game, and you're $400 behind. And there's time. Take the X's and O's off the board and start us off, Jennifer.
Fred, please.
Fred Travalina.
Hey.
Let's keep it going. She could catch up. What famous singer once made a record under the name Apollo C. Vermouth? Is he Dean Martin or Paul McCartney?
Well, it all depends on what kind of voice you want to use.
Everybody loves somebody sometime.
That sounds like, oh, hey here. That sounds
They're on
like
tape delay,
that sounds
Fred.
like a joke that Dean Martin would pull.
Okay.
I would say Dean Martin.
He says Dean Martin was Apollo C. Vermouth. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
Paul McCartney was Apollo C. Vermouth. No, you should have disagreed with Fred, and that's good for you, Jeff. 1X is up there. Pick a star.
Deborah Sue, please.
Okay, Deborah Sue Maffett, Miss America 1983. According to the Neckwear Association of America, who buys more men's ties in this country, men or women?
Well, that's fairly obvious. I think women control a lot of things in this country, a lot more things than people realize. So I would say women. Yes, women.
Okay, she says women buy more men's ties. Agree or disagree, Jeff?
I disagree.
In this country, women buy more men's ties. No, you should have agreed with Deborah Sue, and that evens us up in this game. All right, Jennifer, you need lots of O's, however. Pick a star for one.
Tim, please.
Tim Reed.
Women buy more ties. Okay.
65% of
How come they
ties,
never
of
wear
men's
them?
ties are bought by women. You've lost your horse's birth certificate, Tim, and you need to find out how old he is.
Yeah.
Can you really tell his age by examining his teeth? Or is that just something they made up in Western movies?
You don't count the rings around his neck? Okay. No, you can count his teeth.
Okay, you can examine his teeth, he says. Agree or disagree, Jennifer?
I agree.
You really can tell his age from his teeth. So you're right to agree, and you get the square. Well done. And the plot has thickened, but time has caught up. $675. He has done it once again. Jeff Emmons, second day in a row. Attaboy. Woo! Oh. Congratulations. That was closer than it looked on the scoreboard, as you know. She was within one question of potentially winning, but you pulled it out. Zip over there, join Gene Rayburn, get set for your shot at the big money. Attaboy. Nice going. Well, we tried to go as fast as we could there at the end, and give you a chance to get back in it, but I think you let him get just a little bit too far ahead, Jennifer. You're an excellent player. It was a very competitive game. You're leaving here with $300 in our thanks. Jennifer Perkins. Gene, your
Okay, John, here we are. Here's the new champ. It's your second day, right?
Second day, yeah.
All right. We hope you go all the way with time. We'll be back with him and the 9 stars in a moment or so, right after this.
Concentrate.
For what you will do tomorrow.
.org today.
And now, here to play the super match is Gene Rayburn.
Thank you, Johnny O. Here we go. He's been here before. He knows how it goes. It's a chance for him to win up to $30,000 in the big super match. Let's have a go at it, shall we?
Right on.
All right. We polled an audience not too long ago, and we said, write down your best answer to this. Shot blank. If you give us the answer they wrote down most frequently, it's $1,000. For the second most popular, $500. And for the third, $250. Any 3 of the 9 stars can offer a little assistance here. You may call on them one at a time.
John, please.
Shotgun.
Shotgun is 1.
Linda, please.
Shot put.
Shot put.
Deborah Sue, please.
Deborah Sue. She's searching her mind for an answer, and Fred's card.
Oh, that's easy. Shot glass.
Shot glass. All right, shot glass, shot put,
We saw Deborah Sue
and
copying.
shotgun.
Saw her.
Those are the 3. You can choose one of those or give us one of your own.
Gonna go with John and shotgun.
Shotgun.
Take my shotgun, please.
Sounds good to me, Jeff. Let's see if it's up there, and if so, where. Let's begin by revealing the $250 answer. Shot in the Dark.
Sure.
Well-known motion picture and Broadway show. All right, the $500 response says shot put. All right, you got that answer from one of the stars. And here's your last chance for shotgun. Slide the big one, Steve. There it is. $1,000. And a way to go. All right. Now, you're going to play the head-to-head match with any star of your choosing. And after you've made your decision, the star will reveal the hidden number. It'll be a 10, a 20, or a 30. No matter what it is, you know, it's going to be pretty good. It's 10,000, 20,000, or 30. There's only one 30 up there. All right, time now to choose a star, Jeff.
Gonna go with Linda.
All right, Linda.
We were
want to
lucky
see
yesterday, yeah.
your hidden number. Ready, set, go. 30, you got it! It's an exciting moment, but it'll really be exciting if you do it, Jeff. You gonna do it?
Sure.
All right, face me. Here we go. Good luck to you.
All right.
You're gonna write, and he'll give me a verbal response when I call for it. No help from the audience, please. Blank Jones. Jones. Blank Jones.
Yeah, he's from England. Hey, since he's from England. Hey, Leslie.
Oh, that's true.
All right, it's in the slot. It's up to you to collect the 30,000. All you have to do is match Linda. What do you put in the blank?
Smith.
Smith Jones? Well, I guess he drew a blank. That happens sometimes up here when you're under pressure and under the lights and the excitement of it all. He just couldn't think of anything. There's one that popped into my head immediately. Nothing else comes to your mind?
Mr. Jones, I didn't know.
No? All right. Linda, may we see your answer, please?
England. Well, he's not.
Think
he's
England.
Welsh.
Wales.
He's Welsh, yeah. You are confused?
Tom Jones.
Tom Jones. Tom Jones, you just thought of it now. That's your answer, Tom? Yeah. Okay. All right.
It's only money.
Well, you've been up here 2 days, Jeff, and you have a grand total of $7,400. That's not bad. And you'll be back tomorrow, okay? And we'll be back with him and the stars right after this.
No matter how hard you try,
Passports.com. Must be 18 years or older to order.
Okay, it's time to say goodbye, but before we go, we just want to say Smith & Jones was a Western series that he was familiar with in England, and I guess that's why it came to his mind. And we'll see you tomorrow. Gene Rayburn inviting you to join us tomorrow.
John Bauman saying so long for the match game, Hollywood Squares. Maybe he'll get another.
A member of our studio audience will receive Whirlpool's microwave oven with microcomputer push-button control. Program all cooking cycles, times, and power with a touch of your fingertip. Convenient to frost-guide and bi-level cooking rack furnished by Whirlpool. This is Johnny Olson speaking for the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour, a Mark Goodson television production.